Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome back to Obas Trending Gist. Today, we are diving deep into a legal and political earthquake that just shook the Federal High Court in Abuja. What happened this week with Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, has everyone talking and is something that will be debated for weeks to come. In a dramatic turn, Kanu once again stunned everyone in the court. This isn't just a legal skirmish, it is a profound moment that touches on fairness, rights, and the very fabric of Nigerian society. We are going to break down exactly what happened, why it matters, and what we can expect next. Stay with me because this story is far from over. You know how Nigerian courts usually go, right? There's an expectation that everyone follows the rules, every step, every process. But this time, things were completely different. Nnamdi Kanu, facing serious charges, outright refused to open his defense. He stated he couldn't proceed because he had no access to his case files. Now, imagine the judge sitting there expecting the defense to start, and suddenly Kanu stands up and says he cannot continue without seeing his documents. The courtroom reportedly went silent. The judge in that moment was left speechless. For many watching, this was a truly dramatic moment, a tense atmosphere that just shook Abuja. My dear listeners, this isn't the first time Kanu has challenged the court. He has had back and forth moments before, but this was particularly bold. He is making a very clear stand. He cannot defend himself properly if the process isn't fair. And whether you support him or not, you have to admit that is a bold move. It tells us he is standing firm on his rights. While all this drama was unfolding inside the courtroom, outside, things heated up as well. Supporters of Kanu and IPOB movement gathered in large numbers, chanting and demanding justice. Some people were protesting peacefully, while others took to the streets with banners, all demanding their leader to be treated fairly. And of course, as always, the Nigerian police were there trying to control the crowd, making sure everything stayed in order. But you know how it goes. Once emotions are high, things can easily get chaotic. The tension outside clearly reflected the tension inside the courtroom. People are divided and everyone is keenly watching to see how this will all play out. This immediate delay caused by Kanu's defiance has another significant effect. The trial has been officially adjourned to October 27th, giving Kanu and his legal team more time to prepare. This means the story isn't ending here. It's only pausing. And during this pause, expect conversations across Nigeria to explode. People will be talking about this in markets, in offices, on social media, everywhere. Now, let's get to the critical take on this unfolding saga. The tension we saw in courts, the judge's reported speechlessness, and Kanu's unwavering stance, it all boils down to a fundamental clash of legal ideas and deep-seated historical context. From Kanu's perspective, he is essentially saying, I cannot defend myself properly because I have no access to my own case files. This taps into a core principle of criminal law, the concept of a fair trial. A fair trial means the accused must know the case against him and be able to respond to it effectively, and that inherently requires access to all relevant documents and evidence. If an accused is prevented from seeing crucial documents or evidence that could potentially clear his name or allow for proper cross-examination of witness, then the trial itself becomes fundamentally unfair. This is the backbone of Kanu's argument, and it's a powerful one rooted in the rights to due process. However, from the court's perspective, as the judge reportedly stated, the prosecution had already presented a prima facie case against Kanu. In simple terms, this means the prosecution presented enough initial evidence that, if unchallenged, would likely lead to a conviction. In such scenario, courts typically expect the defense to open its case and present its counter-argument. So the judge was caught between the accused's rights to full disclosure and the court process of moving a trial forward once a prima facie case has been established. This is the legal tightrope walk, and it creates immense pressure. Beyond the legal technicalities, we cannot ignore the historical weight of this case. Kanu's movement, IPOB, is deeply rooted in the Biafran struggle of the late 1960s. Many people in Nigeria's southeast still carry the memories of war, suffering, and feelings of marginalization. Kanu taps into this history, and for his supporters, he embodies the fight of their collective voice, identity, and recognition. Whether one agrees with his method or goal, his actions are amplified through this historical lens, making this courtroom drama far more than just a legal issue. It is political, social, and profoundly historical all at the same time. This is why the conversation is spreading like wildfire across Nigeria. It touches on raw nerves and unresolved historical grievances. This whole situation also raises crucial questions about public trust in our institutions. Are our courts only independent? Do judges have all the facts? Are lawyers playing games? These are weighty questions that affect the credibility of our justice system, which is essential for national stability. Legal clarity and transparency are absolutely crucial here. And that's why ordinary people like you and me must watch and ask questions calmly and respectfully. So, what can citizens expect in the coming days? First, expect more statements from political leaders with government spokespersons reassuring the public about security and the fairness of the system, while opposition voices will press for transparency. Social media will continue to shape the narrative with video clips and memes spreading quickly, some accurate, some not. Always check the source before you share. Peaceful protests may continue and security agencies will likely manage crowd, with the priority always being safety and respect for rights. Remember, legal processes takes time. Quick judgment today can be regretted later. If you find this guide useful and you value clarity, help this channel grow by hitting that like button and subscribing. It tells me you want responsible, factual update. For those discussing this topic online, a few practical tips. Verify information before you share. Avoid spreading panic or unverified claims. Use respectful language even when you disagree. Check multiple reputable sources. Ask questions instead of making assumptions. We cannot ignore politics here. Politicians will see chances to score points, to defend constituencies, or to scrutinize rivals. That is politics, but responsible political leaders should aim to calm and guide, not inflame. This means calling out both good and bad leadership clearly. And if you want follow-up coverage that does just that, like and subscribe. Finally, let us talk about timing. The court adjourns to a new date, October 27th, 2025. This pause gives lawyers time to prepare and the public time to watch. In high-profile cases like this, these pauses become events in themselves. During these times, expect legal teams to review every line of evidence, file motions, and plan strategy. Media outlets will dig into past rulings, find interviews, and check statements from officials. Commentators will offer opinion on social media. Democratic systems work best when institutions are strong and citizens stay informed and calm. Courts must be independent, laws must be fair, and citizens must hold leaders accountable respectfully. If you agree with that approach, like and subscribe. It helps promote reasoned, peaceful discussion. Your voice matters in shaping a fair future for Nigeria. So like this video, subscribe to Obas Trending Gist, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss in any update. Spread the word so many people get the facts. Let us keep the conversation going, but let's keep it informed and respectful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.